Hello, friends, and also enemies of the channel. So I have for you today a cool new thing that I've coded in Dueling Book, and I've realized that you guys could never see this whole time because usually this side of the screen is blocked by our little background. But I've coded this cool little implementation with TCG Player that the little icon here will tell you how much your deck costs. You click it, and it'll tell you the individual prices on all of your cards. The deck price here does not include the extra deck for now because I figured that for GOAT format specifically, you kind of just buy all the extra deck cards and then you share an extra deck for all your decks. I know that doesn't apply to like Edison or especially not later formats. But for now, we're kind of GOAT focused, and so this deck is $50. The way it calculates it is if you go to TCG Player, there it finds the cheapest version of the card, and then uses like TCG Player's proprietary market price thing. And so it's definitely possible that you can get copies cheaper. Like if you get like a damaged unlimited copy of Last Turn, it'll probably be cheaper than this. But these numbers represent the quote unquote like fair market value for a generic card. I've coded it so that anything less than $1 is blue, anything between $1 and $4.99 is green, and then down here you can see anything above $5 is red. It's cool because you can definitely see that there have been some changes based on some of these cool reprints that we've been getting recently. Like, see, Duo used to be definitely like a $10 card. Now it's not. It of course also works with the little searcher over here, and so you can see the worth of every card. Apparently, this girl right here is $23. However, this book is only 74 cents, less than 7. And so I thought I think it's a really cool implementation. I definitely plan on releasing these sorts of things out to the public at some point. It's still a little bit buggy. Like if you click this over and over real fast, sometimes it gets, oh, it's actually working really well right now. But sometimes it gets like caught in the like wrong states, and so it's not like perfect or whatever. But I think that this is going to be a really kind of cool thing because you can, not only is it practical that you'll be able to tell how much all your cards cost if you're trying to build a deck, if you want to keep things economical, it'll be cool. But then I'm also thinking that there could be some challenges that people do, like they will build a deck, but it has to be less than $30, for example, the whole thing. And so I could see this sort of thing empowering people to make some fun challenges. And so I just wanted to introduce that before we moved on to the episode today. But computer, change galaxy red. We have a red background now. You know why we have a red background? Because we're serious. We are never going to lose another duel ever again for the rest of our entire lives. Giant Yada. We just played Giant Yada, and Giant Yada used to be a Yada Garasu. Used to be Giant Yada. We know this duelist. I'm aware of this duelist. They have a full extra deck. Have you guys noticed that in other formats that aren't GOAT, it tells you how many cards are here, but for GOAT it doesn't? And the reason is that GOAT can have an unlimited number of cards. Oh, wow. They just passed. That's crazy. Oh. We're going to activate Upstart Goblin. If we were playing like an actual real OTK deck, this guy would just lose. This guy would just lose the game. Okay, we're going to set Goaters and we're going to activate Capsule. With Capsule, we are going to search, I think probably last turn. This could just be like a Graceful Charity hand though. I think I might, we'll do last turn. I won't be upset if he pops this. This is probably a Reasoning Gate. Okay, never mind. He set a card, which makes me think it's not. Reasoning, I think, makes sense because we can summon Hades, which is kind of nice. Put some pressure on. I really wonder what deck he's playing. He fears the Cyberstein. Unfortunately for him... Oh. We will add this properly. Unfortunately for him, he did not get it correct. We're going to use reasoning again. And the reason we're going to do that is we want... He switched. Okay. 4 makes sense. 2 also makes sense, though, to be fair. If we get 2, we win. We got 2, that means we win. He got incredibly unlucky. I feel bad for the duelist. He got incredibly unlucky. I feel bad for him. There's essentially nothing at that point he could do. And see, these are the sorts of explosive plays that we're looking for. This is unfortunate. This is not something that he deserved. I have no idea what we're playing. I'm not going to side. He's going to think that we're playing some like giga super duper uber aggro deck, but that is not the case. Pretty good though, right? Pretty good though, right? Pretty good. Anything that plays Cyberstein can just win the game. We did show him a lot of cards though. If I had had the choice, I would have shown him fewer cards. There was this time, so I played in GGP Atlanta, and somebody activated Graceful Charity on their first draw. And they drew 3 cards, of course, and I was looking, and he had 8 cards in hand. And I'm like, what? That's so many. How he must have drawn like an extra card, but no, you really get 8, which is pretty good. All right, so he has a knock. He has a Mirror Force. I don't know if that knock should be in there, my brother. I don't know if that knock should be in there. Oh, this feather is fantastic with this reasoning, so we're just gonna throw out reasoning. He's probably gonna call 2 because he's very scared of Cyberstein, probably. Though depending on what he has, if he has like a trap here, then he should call 6. Because he also saw Hades. Which should push it over the top of like 6, please. Alright, he's very scared. Should have called 6, my brother. Okay, so we can feather. We can feather. This is probably a battle trap though. Yeah, that makes sense. Because he got rid of Mirror Force. And so that makes sense to me. What do we want to stack anything with feather? No. Reasoning? No. I guess we do kind of want reasoning. So we'll stack. We'll stack. I think we kind of want reasoning. I'm gonna pro set Giant Tornado Pass. We kind of want reasoning because I think in combo with this Monster Gate. Ooh. Okay. I'm very surprised that he made like no plays game 1 if he's playing like a control deck like this. We'll take that 1 for 1. We don't care about that. Better that than last turn. Maybe I shouldn't have feathered. I think if we lose, we'll maybe take a look at the deck and see what we would have gotten if we hadn't stacked reasoning. I guess if we activate reasoning, we'll get to know though, won't we? Oh baby, he's getting in. He's in. All right. All right, boys, it's reasoning time. What are you gonna call? You definitely gotta call 2, right? There's only Fusilier, Sasuke, and Cyberstein. I think we want Sasuke. Considering that we're milling so many cards, we kind of needed some of those walls. Oh, I guess we should have... I don't know. We would have gotten Giant Trunade? No, we would have gotten Meta. That's fine. Okay, do I want a Monster Gate? No? I think no. Heads. I don't actually care. That's actually very funny. Him failing there means that we get more life points. Oh, that's so funny. This guy is literally the funniest card ever. Maybe I should make like an actual real deck with him. Maybe he works with Monarchs. Maybe I play like a Wind Recruiter Monarch deck. Because the Wind Recruiter can also get Hand of Nephthys, which seems pretty okay. Different dimension capsule, huh? Well, we're gonna attack first. MST's gone, and so chances are we're gonna get this capsule off. Different dimension capsule. I shouldn't even really give the thumb because it's like objectively correct to always MST it or they'll shoot it after. Ooh, should I have been like monster gating this whole time? Because we do have Stein. I think we're gonna banish this guy. Should I have been monster gating for Stein this whole time? Because we get Stein. We activate it. We could try to kill him. There's probably no battle trap here. There's probably not, because I think he would fear the Sasuke enough. He would be like, I have to kill this guy. No! What have you done? Yeah, that's actually pretty bad. Tribe is this guy's natural enemy. Hello? Meta. Yeah, he's playing a control deck. He's just... He, like I, am not drawing any goaters. Snatch Steal is pretty good. That being said, so I'm getting Wall next turn. Do I Snatch Steal now? Or do I just wait? I think I'm gonna wait. I think I'm gonna wait. I don't think he can kill me. He doesn't have light, and so I think he can't kill me. And I think I want to attempt to draw into Cyberstein. Drawing into Facilier would be painful. Frankly, it would be pretty painful. Scapegoat's good. Alright, he let us get back whatever our heart desired, which was just a wall. So this Scapegoat can basically guarantee that we will be able to activate last turn and not lose. And so... Let's attempt a Snatch Steal. Okay, he let us do that. Do we want to Monster Gate? Or do we want to attack? I think we'll just attack. Fusilier, Fusilier, Fusilier. Cyberstein. That's not good. That's not good. It's okay though. I think we're just gonna attempt to get a draw, probably. Goaders, huh? Okay. That's fine. So I have to activate Goaders before last turn. Okay, big think. So this one first. Response. Then I think we activate this and then we activate. He has 2 more seconds to decide if he has a response or not. Actually, no, we're gonna let him wait. Response. Last turn. So this is gonna be a draw. Okay, so we send everything except for that, and we get 4 Goaders. Torrential. Okay. Pretty smart that he didn't even attempt to use the Goader. Alright, creature swap. That's something to be careful of. BLS, which was not on live. Chaos. Wow, his hand sucked. And his hand was awful. What are you gonna summon? Literally any monster will do. Literally any. Nah. You summon a mon from deck. Then attack Cyberstein. Goaders is cool though. This is the first time we've ever done this. To protect ourselves. I want to see what he's summoning though. If he summons DD Warrior Lady, that would be very funny because he shouldn't do that. Yes. That is fine. So Cyberstein dies, but because we both have monsters, it's a draw. Offer you the draw. I'll offer you the draw. Alright. We got out of there, which is nice. I think I might want Torrential. Torrential is maybe something I want. I don't think I care about Giant Grenade. Yes I do. He was playing his own Torrential. Maybe these soul exchanges. I think the capsule's fine. I think the whole deck's fine, honestly. Maybe we don't need swords. I think we just don't need swords. I think we just don't need any floodgates at all. Look at this Pikachu eating his pancakes. When you guys make pancakes for yourselves, how many pancakes do you eat? How big is your stack? That's 3 pancakes. Do you have a Pikachu size stack, or is your stack larger? He got us. He got us. He yadded us. Good hand. Good hand. Good hand. Now, are we going to Soul Exchange Monster Gate this? I think we might. Upstart Goblin. Yeah. We will use that. Different dimension capsule. Hmm. This is just going to be like a lunchbox, right? But I think we want to do it. Oh. Very interesting. Okay, we're getting rid of some of our good spells. I don't mind, because we do have feathers in deck. Cybersteintha. Cybersteintha, huh? Defense mode. Obviously, I have to use Cybersteintha, but do I use it for Last Warrior? I think probably, yeah. We're gonna see if Last Warrior can survive a few turns. Activate different dimension capsule. Banish that. I'm gonna set reasoning. No, I'm not gonna set anything. If they have Snatch Steal, they win, and so. Because even walls, just not high enough. I think this is hard for Control to handle. They kind of like need exactly Snatch Steal. Yeah. Feather. Feather is not bad. What card do we want? Graceful Charitas seems pretty good. I'm going to use Feather. We don't need this reasoning anymore. I would love Graceful Charitas, though. Alright, Duelist. This is what the deck wanted to do. Let's see if we got enough. Even if he Snatch Steals here, we still will be fine, actually. We just can't let him hit our capsule. Let's go. Okay. Grab the guy. Into the main phase. Activate the Charitas. 1, 2, 3. We got 2 last turns. That's very, very good. And so we will throw these 2. Activate Pot of Greed. Draw. Those are not as good, but they are going to be fine bluffs. Wow, that sucks. Nothing I can do about that. Good for him, he owned me. Nice ring draw. Okay, well, we lose. That's pretty smart. That's pretty smart. Good for him. Only 9 cards in, by the way. Only 9 cards in, and I think there's only like 2 cards in his deck that gets him out of that. Snatch Steal, which not even, because if he Snatch Stole and attacked, we would have been fine, because we would have Snatch Stole him back. And so it was kind of just ring. We kind of got owned by literally just the 1 card. But he does need a normal summon, which I assume he is capable of producing. That is so funny. That's so... What? Well, all of our zones are clogged, and so we can't even... I don't even know. T-Lock. Okay, well, we lose. For sure, because you can just summon Thunder Dragon. Okay, well... I don't know what to do about that. I don't know if there was anything to do about that. I think we played it perfect. We wanted to Trinate, I guess. That's fine. Run that back. This is a back and forth match. 1 and 1 and 1 is very good. I don't necessarily like the cards that we drew. A set ring pass. This is pointing me towards a little bit more of an aggro style. D-Mock, don't you know you're supposed to stay in the deck? Don't you know you're supposed to remain in the deck? He's like, no, I don't. What do you think his name is? He looks like an Isaac. Do you think an Isaac, maybe? Or like a Norton? Reasoning, huh? I don't mind a reasoning. I don't mind a reasoning at all. Get us a Hades. I have no idea what he's going to call. 2. He owned us. He played really well, actually. Yeah, he called it 2. That's pretty smart. Seal your dragon, the dual mill beast. Well, that plus meta gets us into WinCon, but... Summon the guy. Alright, it's time for Sasuke to carry us. Heads. Literally every time. This guy, he can't miss. He cannot miss. He cannot miss. The guy is so good at the game. And he's going to try to get rid of him, but it's not going to work. Because we have Prima. He's going to attempt to get rid of the guy, but it's not going to function correctly. And do you know the reason why that is? It's because he can't do it. This guy's so good. Maybe he should be the mascot. Maybe like he joins the Friends. Do you guys think he's good enough to join the Friends? I don't know, right? Different dimension capsule. Like, I don't know if he's good enough to join the Friends, you know? All right, so I could double sack for D-Mock. Get reasoning. He's going to call 2, though. And so, like, I don't want to do that. I don't really want to run into a battle trap either. I don't really want to run into a battle trap either, to be honest. Do I just trust in the heart of the cards? Is that it? I wish meta could sack this face down. That'd be pretty funny. Alright, I think I'll put this to defense mode. Ring's fine. You also take 12. Thank you. Okay, so I have my own ring. Do I pre-mat this guy? Do I pre-mat this guy? Probably not, right? Probably not. I think it's pass. Goaters. That's fine. He's very polite. He waited for the thumb. Very polite. I wonder if there's any merit to let him suck my guy and then ring it. Is there any merit to that? They never ask the thumb unless something bad's about to happen, like Thunder Dragon or Pot of Greed. Literally, no one asks for the thumb unless it's to their benefit. The rub of it is that you can never tell if it's their benefit one way or the other. Like if it's Thunder Dragon, they don't want you to use it, but they're gonna ask you. I guess they shouldn't ask you. Oh, he has that too. Wonderful. 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 He has that as well. Wonderful. All right. Oh, we didn't use capsule. That's not good. I should have used capsule. That's not good. That was a mistake by your good friend Petty. Petty, screw your head on. Let's view in the deck. He's got a lot of cards. But I feel like we're in a good spot. It's just a feeling. He's gonna meta. Do I let him suck? 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 Probably not. But then he's gonna chaos me. No, if I let him suck, he's gonna chaos me. I really wanted this ring though. That might have been incorrect. It might have been incorrect because like he passes here. Moth. Ugh, gross. Okay, now he's gonna suck, and there's nothing I can do about it. Except for Soul Exchange meta. Yeah, I could have let him suck. Maybe I let him suck. Now he has this face-up Moth. You can have him. Viewing my public extra deck. Okay, excuse me. That is something only I do. Look at Miltank, and look at Whitney, and look at Clefairy. Clefairy's like, why are you praising her? Praise me. What did she do that was so good? Alright, my turn. While revealing light, if I had gotten this for our friend last turn, we would be one turn away from pretty much just winning the game, but we didn't do that, so So I can Soul Exchange. He already has a light, he already has a dark. Ugh, it just kind of sucks, you know? I can Soul Exchange, I can suck his suck. And I can either suck his tear or I can suck his moth. And I think I would suck the tear, actually. A duel is called ChatGPT made my deck has joined. Lamau. Alright, so we're gonna... Yeah, we're gonna Soul Exchange. We're gonna suck his tear. I guess we actually do it to attack, and we are gonna suck your tear. You already have a dark engrave? Oh no, he overlaid. Sometimes he's viewing his Xyz materials. Have you guys ever seen that? I've literally never seen that before. That's crazy. So it opens up a new panel. I had no idea you could do that. I guess if you have like a ton of them, it's hard to see. All right, is there any reason to... All right, I'm gonna activate Capsule for sure. Activate Capsule for last turn. I feel kind of bad because we probably could have won if I had just gotten it one turn earlier. So I'm expecting chaos here. We can't attack because of Soul Exchange. So this actually should be in defense mode, but he didn't set anything, and so we don't have to worry about skill drain. Oh, he's gonna tribute set. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. Reasoning. Put one on this. Okay, so we can reasoning. Let's reasoning. because we can get back whatever he calls with Prima if we want to. Alternatively, if we get a free special summon, we can summon Demok kind of for free. So we kind of want him to call this wrong. Then with Demok, we want to get back. Meta could be good. Meta could be very good. I don't believe this card. I think that card's fake. This is a significant decision for Giant Yada, though. Giant Yada cannot afford to get this one wrong. 7. Unfortunately for Giant Yada, that is not the correct choice. I kind of want, I think, Cyberstein here, yeah. Defense mode. Okay, we don't have enough points, but we can double tribute for Demok, and then Demok can get back. Meta is interesting. How many life points do they have? 4,000. Demok can get back Meta, and then we can go for a Gatling. And then we can pre-mat something else. I kind of want to get Meta. I kind of want to get Meta for Gatling. I could just get Scapegoat for defense. Oh, I could get Meta. I'm gonna get Meta. And I could... I could either go Gatling here, or I could wait exactly one turn and just go into Facilier and then Meta, and then last turn try to win. But he owned me last time I did that, and so Ring is gone. How much do I think this is real? How much do I trust my flips? I would need 2 flips to win. That seems unlikely. All right, we're just gonna battle phase. Maybe I should have attacked this. Maybe I should have attacked that. Geki, break. Okay. Now we know he has Sinister Serpent. 92. Do I want to put my Facilier Dragon at risk? Can you flip summon? Either one. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go for Last Warrior. We're gonna go for Last Warrior. We're gonna hope that keeps him down for a turn. This has been a very interesting duel. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. We would have won for sure if I had disactivated this earlier. Token stays. Yeah. We would have won for sure. He forgot his Sinister Serpent. Okay. Dark Ruler Hades, huh? No reason to summon him, so... You gonna forget your Serpent again, or no? Did you draw something good? There's no reason to not enter... Oh, yes, there is. I have to activate last turn on his turn. All right, Duelist. Do you got what you got? You got what you need? You feeling it? You feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? You're feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. I win. GG. GG. That was really good. That was a very, very good match. That was probably the best match of the entire season. I feel like that really showcased what the deck wants to do. I think the major misplay was that I could have gotten this off one turn earlier, and so I'll have to think about that in the future. I'm really bad about that, to be honest. There was a time. There was a time at the GGP that I just forgot to. Pitch Thunder Dragon. It's because I'm so like used to the mode of thinking that like you really need to give your opponent the least knowledge possible, and so you should do like everything in main phase 2 if you can wait. If you can afford to wait, then you should. I'm so used to that thinking that like when I hit main phase 2, I'm no longer in the mode of thinking of like, okay, I need to actively do things. And so I wanted to wait for main phase 2 to use the capsule to see how the turn kind of like washed out, to see if like there's something else other than last turn I needed to grab. But then I just forgot. And so, I don't know. This episode's probably going to be a longer one. Sky for You. That's really pretty. That's a really pretty name. 725 ELO is pretty good. We're back in the 500s, by the way. We're back in the 5s. We have full combo. Pass. Do nothing. End your turn. Don't do anything. Pass. If I were going first, this would just be like incredibly OP. Pyramid Turtle. That's funny. Okay. Cyber Steinthia? That's pretty good. Do I want to use Cyber Steinthia? I think no. I'm going to put this in attack mode, I guess. And we're going to set, and end the turn. This was an incredible OTK hand. Like it gave us like multiple things to do. Like even Cyberstein plus Monster Gate is like really not a bad backup play. I guess I could have attacked. I guess there was no reason to not attack this guy. I should have attacked. Maybe he thinks I'm a bad duelist because I did that. Okay. It is the last turn. I think at this point there's nothing you can do unless you book me. It is a very powerful lock once you have assembled the pieces. And I think we successfully... I think that was the correct thing to do, is to show him Fusilier plus meta, as opposed to Cyberstein into Last Warrior, into last turn, because I think Cyberstein would give him more info about the sort of deck we're playing. And so he could be thinking that we're just on, like, control. That was a misplay, though, to not attack. That was a misplay. We should not have done that. I think with Zombos, Bottomless is pretty okay. The Floodgates are also pretty good. And so I think we're going to bring in the Floodgates first. I like my Trunades a lot. We're going to bring in the Floodgates. Swords is fine. Oh, Spirit Reaper gets under the Floodgates, though, which is kind of annoying. So maybe only one. One over a feather. I really like my feathers, though. Like, I side out of them often, mostly because I just, like, can't decide what card is, like, worse. Like, I really like my entire main deck, honestly. Maybe Megamorph is being a little bit too ambitious. Going second, at least. I'm going to keep it this way. I'm going to bring in one MST because I suspect he might bring in a Decree. I suspect that. And so we're going to bring in... We'll trim one capsule as well. Feather's so pretty. If the art were worse art, I would not play it in this deck. I'm just going to say it. I'll admit it. I would not play this deck if the art were worse on a Feather of the Phoenix. I went and looked to see how much the like damaged unlimited ultimate rares are of Feather, and I assumed it was going to be really cheap because our friend Sasuke is really cheap, but They're expensive. They're like $15 for a really bad damaged copy. And I was like, who's playing this card? Who's playing it other than me? You tell me that. You tell me that. This hand's okay. Reasoning plus feather is quite good. Turt. Reasoning, huh? Okay, I think we just go... I could MST this guy. I could MST this guy. How aggro do we want to be? I think we want to be kind of aggro. I think we want to be kind of aggro. We're going to MST it. I think it's going to be Royal Decree. I knew it. I knew it. All right, we're going to Reasoning. I knew. Zombies, for whatever reason, like they have the vibe of... he calls 7 because he's so scared of Facilier. But that is only one of many cards in our arsenal. I want Cyberstein here. Wow, we are going through the deck. Wow, where are our monsters? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Okay, well that sucks. We have nothing left. We're gonna Reasoning again. Heck it. All of our monsters are on the bottom. Is he gonna call 7 again? Let's go. Please don't be Sasuke. Please don't be Sasuke. Oh my god, it's Sasuke. Bro, this is crazy. Huh. How about that? How about that? Oh my gosh, I think we have to go for it. Hilariously. Okay. We are no longer in need of capsule, and so we are going to throw the capsule in the graveyard, and we're gonna get whatever is like the best card in our deck. Where's Pot of Greed? We haven't drawn it yet. Oh yes, we have. Okay. I think we want Reasoning. I think we want Reasoning. All right. Dare I attack this guy? I think no. I probably should have put him to defense. I definitely should have put him to defense. I was just so flabbergasted that literally all of our monsters are living at the bottom of the deck. I'm like, we don't want to draw them. And so I think we just lose, honestly, because our cards are at the bottom of the deck. Are all monsters and none of our gas. Like, all of our feathers are already gone. And so, like, it's just not good. Sometimes you get owned. Sometimes all the monsters are on the bottom. Now, do I let him attack me? I think I might have to. Then again, maybe not. Then again, maybe not. Some Byra. Okay. Some Byra, huh? Big think. Some Byra. Some Byra can't attack me directly, so if this gets through, it's just not that big of a deal. Okay, we're gonna go for it. Heads. We're gonna trust. I don't think this is gonna work out. I have a bad feeling about this one. I had a bad feeling. So he's gonna get whatever he wants. It'll be interesting to see what he wants. Ryukoki. That's fine. That's fine. I'm surprised he didn't attack with some Byra. He took a risk there. We're gonna get Reasoning. He's gonna call... He might not call 7 anymore, maybe. I don't know. Please don't negate our Reasoning. What's he gonna call? It's very funny that we like tricked a guy into only calling 7s. Because he only saw 7s. But now he saw the 4, and so he's gonna be like 8, probably. Yeah, cause no, frick, man. All right, let's see. No. Okay, we lose for sure. I think I might just concede. I think we're gonna concede. I don't want to show him anymore. Oh, we got owned. We got owned in every turn. I should have put him in defense mode. There is no reason to not put him in defense mode. If I had put him in defense mode, I could have rung Zambira. And then he wouldn't have been able to get over it. So yeah, that was entirely my fault. That was entirely my fault. I like the floodgates. He's definitely bringing decrees. And so I don't think we can shave any of our traps, though. I don't think we can shave any of our traps. I'm going to keep in that. We know he's playing like Zambira, though, so I think trim some feathers. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Man, look at this Pikachu. He's hanging out. This deck is hard. This deck is not easy. The battle positions of cards off of reasoning come up a lot, and I often make the wrong decision. All right. These cards, however, are very good. Activate Capsule for sure. And we're going to get our friend last turn. This is an instance where the last turn is really not that necessary because the rest of our hand doesn't really want that. And so we're going to be setting this. I think I'm also going to set Ring. He could Heavy Storm us, in which case he will go a clean +1, but that's okay. Because then we won't have to worry about Heavy anymore, I guess. Giant Rat. I'm going to ring it. I'm going to ring it. And I am also going to activate Scapegoat, I think. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. No, we're going to activate it. I kind of wanted to withhold the info, but I also want this monster gate to be live. Alright, I don't feel the need to use this Upstart Goblin, and so we're going to hold on to it. He has seen my entire deck except for Hades. He is still afraid of the 7s. That means we're definitely going to get a 2, which is going to be very unfortunate for us. Come on, no 2s. No 2s. That's a 4. We are fine with that. Now, I could Monster Gate, but I'm not going to do that. I will Upstart, though. Because it is clear to me now that we will not be OTKing this opponent. Feather. All of our cards are too good to feather, and so we're going to hold on to that. Okay. We're not necessarily in the place where we're going to want this last turn, but I won't mind it either, because it means that we're kind of just waiting for a True Nade, to be honest, and then also a way to lower our life points, because we cannot safely think that one of these is not Decree. And our True Nades are gone, and so we're going to have to feather one in the back, so we're going to have to do that. That's fine. Rotor. Exile Force? Exile Force would be pretty good. Exile Force into token and then main phase 2 kill Sasuke. It's pretty good. Zambira the Dark. I'm not convinced by this card against our deck. I don't know if he brought it in or not, but I'm just not convinced. You could attack this guy, but then it's a 50-50 he's gonna get owned. It's pretty low, like, value, though, to be honest. And so, like, he might not actually care about that. But it would be pretty silly. Okay. That's funny. Sure. Sure. I don't mind that at all. We can give him the suck if we want. And just attack with that. Tear, I feel like, is not bad against Zombos. So you're dragging the duel move east. Alright, we got that successfully back to our hand. Now, I think we feather. Back for Trunade. Give me the thumb. End the turn. I find it very unlikely that you're going to be able to OTK me here. That being said, we do still need a way to lower our life points, and so I guess maybe I prematurely feathered. That doubling being said, I can lower my life points 3,200 by just attacking with these guys. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was premature. I should not have done what I did. But this guy's putting no pressure on me, so like I just don't care. Yeah, I kind of forgore that we still had. Oh, there's 2 walls? Our mills were so bad. I kind of forgore, to be honest, that we still need to lower our life points. I was thinking, like, erroneously that we had already gotten quite a bit down. But I don't like giving him more cards. Makes me nervous, because Duo is waiting in the wing, and Duo hitting any of our cards is just like a catastrophe. We don't need all 4 of them to win. By the end, this is going to be the weakest Enviro of all time, though. Who knew lowering our life points was so hard? Cyberstein off the top would not do it. I could attack. Yeah, I would do it. Right? Because this would be... No, it wouldn't. Because this is going to be 15. And so... I'll be at 100 life points. Zombies 15. Mega Morph. Okay, that's not really what we want. I just don't think I'm gonna get OTK'd though. We're going all in for like literally no reason. I kind of misplayed with the feather. Why did I forget that I still need a way to lower my life points? Like one's not gonna come because our walls are like gone. So like help's kind of like not on the way. We have to like more creatively make it so that our life points are what we need them to be. Like Stein's gonna be out of range soon. That being said, we can maybe do some silly stuff with Megamorph. Okay. Some Vira in. That makes sense. Then I'll take 23. I really wish I still had a token, because if I still had a token, then I would be able to for sure modulate. No, no, I'm still not good enough. Premature burial. Okay. What do I got? I got Sasuke. That's pretty funny. All right, I got Sasuke. If I do Sasuke and I attack, I Megamorph him. If I do Sasuke and I Megamorph him, and then I miss the flip, I will win. Oh my god. What if I get the flip, I lose? Oh my god, that's so funny. Do you guys want to bet it all? Are we gonna bet it all? We're gonna bet it all. All right, wait, we gotta make sure we're not like stupid. Okay, so this go to 42. I will only have 25. Never mind, we will just lose. I forgot about the premature burial cost. That being said, he can't kill us on board right now. So I could just end the turn. I'm going to set Megamorph and I'm going to end the turn. What could he do to kill us here? He could double sack for Koki. And then I just lose. He's thinking. He also has like Ring. And so yeah, there's a couple ways. I probably should not have done what I did. But if he doesn't, if he just attacks. But even like Pyramid Turtle plus Exiled Force doesn't actually win. Though it would because of pre-mat. This is so funny. This is literally so funny. This is so funny. This is so funny. Who knew the lowering your life points part would be the hard part? That should tell him he has a green light to do literally whatever. If he has Koki, he just wins. And so there should be like no thinking. But so his pause tells me that he probably doesn't have that. 1300 Zambira, by the way. Oh my gosh. Oh my, come on, Vampire Lord? Vampire Lord? Why did he take such a long time? GG. Why did you take, like, why did you... Why did you take 7 years to make that decision, Sky, for you? Yeah, I had literally everything. I don't know. I think I just played that like super silly. Was there anything I could have done? He would have been 42. I would have taken too much. You would have been 2,000. I would have taken 16. Too much. I could have just been a normal guy and like Facilier, meta, and get King Dragoon, attack. Oh my god, I can't believe we lost. Why did he slow roll me? Literally, why did he slow roll me? Why did he slow roll me? I guess I could have set more, but then like I need all these cards, and so like, ugh. Man. Are you guys upset? I'm a little bit upset. Man. Now we're back at we lose so much ELO nowadays. Like this guy had like 700 ELO, and yet we lost so much. All right, we are struggling in the 500 ELO spot. We were having a hard time getting past that. That being said, we're still well above Season 2. We're still pretty far above Season 1. And so we have some room here to lose. It looks like around this part of the series and like basically every season, we have taken kind of like a plateau moment around like the 50th duel. Man. The season's going by so fast. I don't know about you guys. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Oh, it's gone. It's back. It's back. Don't worry. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this is going really fast. I feel so silly. What was my next card? Another meta. Would that have mattered? Could I have found a way to like pre-mat, meta? I just want to do silly things with last turn, man. Why does it have to be 1,000 or less? Would it be too good if you could just activate it whenever during your opponent's turn? I guess it would be. Why can't it be like if your life points are lower than your opponent's, then you can activate the card? Like why 1,000 or less? It is an alt-win card though, so you can't be too mad. But anyways, let us not forget what the first duel was like. I think that this duel was very fun to. We had kind of like a weird play. And like game 1, we just like obliterated. We traumatized him over Facilier. For game 2, we didn't quite make it because we milled everything. And then for here, I tunneled and I forgore about wall. That being said, he did have the Royal Decree, and so we did need Trunade at some point. And so we would have just... would Cyberstein have been enough to get us there? Probably not. 42. 35, yeah, it wouldn't have been enough. We would have died. Yeah, that's tough. It would have been really fun, though, to Megamorph an opponent's monster and then attack into it for game. That would have been sweet, but we didn't quite get there. All right, I'm going out. I'm going out. I think next time we're going to come with a new deck. I do think this one's fun. I do think it's good, but I think it can be improved upon. I'm going to think about what sort of matchups we've been having a hard time against and maybe try to slot in some cards. I do think that there's one thing that we could do is bring some monsters in the side because we're stuck with these 5 dinguses, and I think I want a little bit more variety. And so I'm going to think about that. You guys think about stuff. You come back here next time.
Peace.